Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into quite a specific piece of kit. It's the Kramer 482XL Balanced Unbalanced Stereo Audio Transcoder.
Right. And it sounds technical, but it tackles a really common issue, doesn't it?
It really does. That whole headache of bridging the gap, between pro-balanced audio and consumer unbalanced systems.
Exactly. It's designed for that specific job, converting between those formats simultaneously and bidirectionally. So input to output, output to input, all at once.
Keeps things clean, stops that annoying hum you sometimes get.
That's the idea.
And we're looking at the specs and also some context from HDTV Supply. They're the retailer. Been around a while, looks like over 20 years. Certified since March 2003.
Yeah, they seem solid. Google Shopping gives them a pretty high rating, too. Exceptional top quality store, so reliable source for this kind of gear.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, looking at the unit itself, the connections are interesting. It's all terminal blocks, isn't it? For both balanced and unbalanced ins and outs.
Mm-hmm. That screams install piece to me.
Sure.
Something you wire in once and leave it. Not really for patching on the fly.
Right. Much more secure than, say, RCAs or quarter-inch jacks in a packed rack.
Exactly. Rock solid. But the really neat part, I think, is the level control, the gain controls.
Ah, yes. Tell us about those.
Well, you've got separate knobs, trim pots, really, for left and right channels, and you can adjust them independently while it's transcoding. Doesn't matter if you're going balanced to unbalanced or the other way around.
Okay, that's actually really useful. So you're not just adapting the connection type, you're actively matching levels between gear that might have, well, wildly different output levels.
Precisely. You can really dial it in to avoid clipping downstream or having signals that are just too quiet.
And it's a Kramer Tools unit, right? Compact little thing.
Yeah, part of that series. They're designed to be small but tough. You can actually fit 3 of them side by side in a standard 1U rack space. Need the adapter, obviously, but it's very space efficient.
Good for infrastructure builds. Okay, let's talk performance. The specs. Signal to noise ratio, that always stands out.
It does, and there's a key difference here depending on the direction.
Right, I saw that. It's listed as 95 dB when you're going from balanced down to unbalanced.
Which is excellent.
But it drops to 87 dB when you convert unbalanced up to balanced.
Yeah.
Both unweighted figures.
And that 8 dB difference, well, it tells you something important, doesn't it?
Yeah, it suggests the unit handles the cleaner, hotter balanced signal better when reducing it compared to amplifying the potentially noisier unbalanced signal.
Exactly. It might influence where you, the listener, would ideally place this in your signal path if noise floor is absolutely critical. You'd favor the balanced to unbalanced direction for your most sensitive signals, perhaps?
Makes sense. What about other specs? Bandwidth?
Very wide. It's speedstack greater than 100 kilohertz for the Nagnich 3 dB point, so completely transparent within the audible range, no high-frequency roll-off.
Good. And distortion. THD plus noise.
Also very low. 0.049%. Pretty much negligible, well below anything you could actually hear.
So clean signal path
And
the output level. Max output.
impressive. It can push out plus 21 dB. That's for both the balanced and the unbalanced outputs, though the unbalanced is measured at max gain.
Plus 21 dB is serious headroom. Professional level. You're unlikely to clip this thing.
Not easily, no. It gives you plenty of dynamic range to work with. It really is a high-performance utility box. It solves that specific conversion problem, but does it with proper control and, well, solid engineering.
Okay, so let's talk availability and value. The price we sought at HDTV Supply is $208. That's already down from the list price of $260.
Decent saving.
And they're offering a few extras. There's a 10% discount code, 10% off, all caps, one word,
Correct.
plus free shipping. And Kramer's offering a 7-year warranty on it, which is quite substantial.
7 years is pretty good for pro audio gear. Shows confidence in the build. And HDTV Supply, just to add, they're also listed as an hdbased.org approved adopter, so they're clearly embedded in the pro AV world.
Right. So summing it up, it's a specialized tool, but a high-quality one. Solves the unbalanced issue with granular control.
Yeah, those independent LR gain controls are key, I think, along with the solid specs like the SN ratio and bandwidth. It's about signal integrity.
Definitely. All right, here's something for you to think about. We talked about that 8 dB difference in the signal-to-noise ratio. 95 dB going one way, 87 dB the other. So imagine you're designing a complex system. If you know one particular unbalanced source or destination in your setup is inherently noisy, Could you make a case for using two of these 482XL units strategically, just to ensure you only ever use that higher spec 95 dB balanced to unbalanced conversion path for your absolute most critical audio feeds?
Interesting thought. Using redundancy not just for failure, but for optimal performance on specific paths.
Yeah. How much is that extra AdB of quietness worth in your most critical signal chain? Something to consider next time you're battling ground loops or noise floors.